Welcome to the Garden in the Kitchen Cooking Show. This is episode 9 and I am Chef Silvia.
And I'm Ann Buckley.
And today we have a smoothie recipe.
Excellent.
Something different.
Yeah, changing it up there, Silvia.
Yes, I thought it would be a great idea because now that the warmer weather is here and people are excited to get out, and this is a healthy way to start your day and support you throughout the day. You can substitute for your breakfast or just enjoy a smoothie on your way to your workout, on the way to a walk with a friend. And so here's my mango smoothie recipe.
Fantastic. So clearly there must be mango in here. What else have we got going on?
So we've got mango and pineapple, which is a great tropical combination. They're both sweet and citrusy, and they both have that yellow color. We want that beautiful smoothie to be beautiful and yellow. I also have mango yogurt, but I talk about on the blog, you can substitute for your vanilla yogurt, original flavor, or coconut. These are the 3 flavors that will work best with this recipe, but you can really use whatever yogurt you like.
So if you want to mix it up, you don't have to have the mango yogurt, you can just have the vanilla. What about plain? Would plain
yes,
work
the
in there?
original, which the plain or original, and then again you can use your plant-based, your favorite plant-based yogurt. That's what I'm using, a coconut-based, or your dairy. You can just really select the type of yogurt that it better supports you in your diet or you enjoy.
Perfect.
So I've got 5 ounces here and some coconut chunks. This is about a half a cup of coconut chunks. I really like adding coconut to this recipe for the omegas and the healthy fats there. However, if you can't find it, don't sweat it. Just still make the smoothie. The only thing I say is that you cannot substitute the fresh coconut for the dried coconut that you use for baking.
So this was actually prompting a question from me, Silvia. So where would you source something like this, the fresh coconut? Is it easily available or is it quite difficult to get hold of?
I would say it can be hard, but I see it often, but sometimes they're not available. If you want to look in the produce department, the refrigerator section of the produce department, that's where you're more likely to find it. But you can also check the frozen department where you see your frozen fruits.
Really?
Yes. I've seen a really great selection lately of tropical fruits and different things come in, including coconut. So check these 2 places.
Yeah,
and,
that's helpful. I wouldn't look in the frozen department. So yeah, good tip.
For sure. And again, it has to be the fresh coconut chunks. If you use the dry coconut that you use as a topping for baking, that will just create a funny texture, a little too grainy in your smoothie. You may not enjoy that swallowing down. So if you don't find fresh coconut, just don't use any.
Just leave it out altogether.
Just leave it out.
Good.
And then we have a star ingredient today, and I don't know if you ever heard, this is golden milk spices.
No,
Have you
never
heard of a golden
that.
milk latte? It's kind of a trendy drink.
Right.
That combines.
That's new to me.
So you will love this. This is like a Indian spice, and it's in Indian culture they've been using this drink for many years for the health and medicinal benefits. So it's got turmeric, as you can see, the beautiful color of turmeric, and it's got all the spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and cardamom. So together, these spices with warming milk, that creates the golden milk latte that you might find in your fancy coffee shops. It's certainly a trendy drink, and it's got a lot of health benefits.
I shall have to search that out.
Yes, and it's wonderful. I personally love at night with a glass of milk before bedtime. And you can also find the powder, which is what we are using here, and in your health store, combined already in a pouch. It will say golden milk.
Okay.
in it. But if you cannot find it, you can mix your own, and the details is also on the website, how you
Brilliant.
can create your own.
Okay, that's really helpful. So you would literally just add the powder to your milk?
Yes, to make the latte, you add the powder to your warm milk.
To your
so
warm
you
milk,
can
okay.
warm your milk on the stove top.
Yes.
Or if you have one of those fancy frothers, you can heat up your milk in there, add your golden milk spice, and
Wow.
there is your fancy drink. I usually put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top, and let me tell you, it's very delicious, very comforting, but then very healing.
Excellent to know.
So I'm adding that to our smoothie because we want to feel good,
Yes.
right?
We need as much immune boosting as we can, don't we?
We certainly do. And during the winter months, we tend to overeat or eat carb-heavy foods. So now that it's spring, spring is here, it's a great way to just eat something a little lighter that's very nourishing and feels good and is still delicious.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's go. So I've got a blender here. This is a high-speed blender. Any blender that you have will work. It would just maybe require a little bit more time. So you just literally put all the ingredients in your blender cup. So I have about 10 ounces of frozen mango in here, and it's beautiful, fresh frozen mango. I'm just gonna toss that right in. Okay, and then I have frozen pineapple as well. So I have about half of the pineapple as I do with the mango. So if you use 1 cup of mango, use half of pineapple. I've got 10 ounces, 5 ounces, or if you're gonna use 6 ounces of mango, use 12 ounces of mango, use 6 of pineapple, something like that. So that goes right in. Then here's our yogurt, 5 ounces. This will help make the smoothie a little creamy and, of course, add delicious flavor to it.
It looks good already. I think I could just have a bowl of that.
I know, right? It's very inviting. And here's our coconut chunks, half a cup. Optional, but I highly recommend. We have 1 tablespoon of golden milk spices. We don't call it latte because this is a smoothie. So golden milk spices, which has got a lot of turmeric, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, cardamom, and black pepper, because if you want to take advantage of all the benefits of turmeric, you have to pair it with black pepper.
I didn't know that.
It's key. So if you're taking turmeric supplement or even adding to your cooking, make sure you also add black pepper because it will enhance the benefits of turmeric by 2,000%.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's worth knowing.
Absolutely.
2,000%.
And I forgot to mention this. I have coconut milk here. I have 2 cups. I'm not going to use all of this milk. The recipe calls for 1 to 1.5 cups. It depends on how much you like. Some people like their smoothies really thick. I like mine a little bit drinkable.
Yes.
So, and I'm using coconut milk. You can use whatever milk you have at home or whatever milk you enjoy.
What you
almond
prefer.
milk or
Yes.
even cow milk. So that's going in, but I'm only going to put a small amount in because I want to be able to add in as I go and not add too much and then be too watery at the end. So I've got maybe a half a cup in here right now.
So if somebody did over pour, how would you then rescue that?
You can rescue by adding more frozen fruit.
Right.
Of course, this means you're going to have more smoothies,
Yes.
but you can keep that in your fridge as well or share with someone else. That's how you would rescue it. But
Okay.
even if it's, I would say, even if the smoothie is watered down, I mean, it's still drinkable. It's still thicker than juices and other things. So you really can't mess it up,
Okay.
right? So I'm covering it. And I'm going to turn my blender on, and
Okay.
it's going to be a little loud. This is my little tool that I'm able to use with this blender, and it helps a lot because I don't know if you have had this experience where you blending something thick and it gets to the sides,
Yes.
and you can't reach, and it's like, oh, well, with this tool I can push it in while it's still running,
Okay.
and just kind of help get things moving. So you might see me using this. You won't hear me because of the blender, but we'll get started here. And if I need to, I'll be adding more coconut milk as well.
Okay.
So let's do this in. That's it. So simple.
That's very simple. I can manage that one, Silvia, I think, on my own.
So this is something I want to bring it up because it is so simple,
Yes,
right? Everybody
yes.
knows, but having a smoothie that is packed with feel-good ingredients, like these healthy ingredients, they're full of vitamins,
Yes.
full of nutrition and healthy fats now with the coconut and, you know, the turmeric, which has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. Now it's like medicine in the cup, right? And
But it tastes good.
it tastes good, and it's very nourishing. So I've got my smoothie here ready to go, and I have 2 glasses. I can't wait for you to try.
I'm excited to try. It looks fantastic.
So you see, it's thick, but it's not
It's not too thick.
too thick, and you could always adjust, like I mentioned before.
Yeah, I'm going to have to smell. Oh, the smell is good too.
And I'm going to reach under you to grab a straw.
Ah,
So we can try it right away.
perfect.
I can't wait. But before we do, I've got some toppings in. I've got mint
what do we
to
have?
make it fancy.
Okay, there's a piece of mint going in
Do you mind
mine.
grabbing that coconut from me? Oh, thank you.
There
So
we
these are the coconut flakes we're gonna add on top. And this is optional, but I think it just
It
looks
looks
pretty.
so pretty. It's
There you
almost
go.
like a cocktail. Wonderful.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's delicious.
So refreshing.
It really is refreshing.
So
That's
refreshing.
lovely. I can just imagine sitting out by the pool somewhere, sipping one of these. Absolutely amazing.
And you can substitute for breakfast if you're on your way out the door and you don't have time to put together breakfast.
Yes.
This is very nourishing, and it fills you up. If you drink a glass,
Yes,
you're going
I'm
to
sure.
feel full.
Would it freeze?
It could freeze, yeah. You
Okay.
can freeze.
So you could make it into an ice pop of some
You can make
description.
it into a nice pop, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Very versatile and very tasty.
I'm so glad you enjoyed.
I really
and
enjoy
I'm
it.
so glad the warmer days are here so we can enjoy smoothies and friends and outdoor time.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much for watching the Garden in the Kitchen cooking show. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to cook for you next month. In the meantime, let's drink up our smoothies and
Cheers.
cheers.